ever since Yu-Gi-Oh came out all those years ago, I was always obsessed with finding cards that looked more like the show. And because when the first cards came out, I was so excited to get them. Then to come to find out they look like this, and there's nothing wrong how this looks. I mean, it's detailed and everything, and it has the everything they do on everything and the numbers and all that stuff. But I never really liked the whole. There's too much going on there. I always like the simplistic design of the original, how they were in the show, anyways. And it wasn't until like recently I started looking online and finding different ones, and finally I found some pretty good ones, and I found some not so good ones that I actually right here that they're supposed to look like the show, but this yellow is just not it. And like I love the simplistic brown and black thing, but other than that, it's really bad. The cards are flimsy, like you have to bend them to, you hear that? And then like on the front, the printing's just not as clean or good. I mean, they're nice and glossy and colorful, but even the numbers, you can tell they don't look very good. I mean, this is anime accurate, but they're not even the same size or near the same size of, official Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah, but it has, like, it came with all of them, so I couldn't complain at the time. And then, so yeah, I kept looking, and then I finally found some the other day that actually look pretty decent. They're not too colorful, but they're not too dull in color. It kind of looks like it on the camera, but it's not as bad. But like, yeah, as you can see, it doesn't compare. And yeah, there's no weird yellow. And they look nice. They're not bented. They're straight. They're flush. And yeah, and they look just really good. And they're actually close to the size of a real Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, almost exactly the same size. So yeah. And this one, I'll put the user in the description of where I got these. The user sells different decks. So this was Yugi's deck during, I'm assuming, was the Battle City tournament. Yeah. And they're very nicely printed. The numbers and everything look just like in the show. And they're not glossy. They're matte, a nice matte finish, and they just look very cool. I'm assuming this is the Battle City tournament deck. The user sells Kaiba's deck, Joey's deck. I've never even seen some of these. Like, I don't even know if these are real. But they just look so cool. And even the Magic cards are not the English version from the 4Kids dub, because this is Monster Reborn, and we all know how the English one looks. They had to censor it because they don't like the cross shape, I guess, or it has to do with religion. I think this is Spellbinding Circle, and again, it doesn't look like in the English version. And that was my dog snoring. And yeah, just a really, really nice deck. I'm gonna probably get the rest of them soon. They're not that cheap, but at the same time, they're not that expensive. I've seen worse. And yeah, it's really nice. And just to prove they're almost the same size, they can fit into a dual disc. I gotta be careful. I don't want to ruin it. The card, anyways. These things are notorious for bending cards. Yeah, you see, look, you can get it in there. Yeah, so it fits into a dual disc. And in defensive mode, I think it will also fit. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it all the way in because it's gonna ruin the card. I think I already did, kind of. But yeah, and it'll fit in the Magic card space, and it will fit in the deck piece. But again, I don't want to ruin these cards. They're pretty nice. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show. I might get the rest of those decks, and I'll show those off in a future video. And yeah, thanks for watching.